The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. The first draft of anything is shit. Always do sober what you said you'd do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. There is no friend as loyal as a book. There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. When people talk, listen completely. Most people never listen. I drink to make other people more interesting. It is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters in the end. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky, but I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes you are ready. Courage is grace under pressure. Never think that war, no matter how necessary nor how justified, is not a crime. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. But man is not made for defeat, he said. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. Never confuse movement with action. As a writer, you should not judge, you should understand. A cat has absolute emotional honesty. Human beings, for one reason or another, may hide their feelings, but a cat does not. Forget your personal tragedy. We are all bitched from the start, and you especially have to be hurt like hell before you can write seriously. But when you get the damned hurt, you said don't cheat with it. I'm not brave anymore, darling. I'm all broken. They've broken me. There's no one thing that's true. It's all true. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. My aim is to put down on paper what I see and what I feel in the best and simplest way. I can't stand it to think my life is going so fast and I'm not really living it. Never to go on trips with anyone you do not love. And you'll always love me, won't you? Yes, and the rain won't make any difference. No. If you are lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you, for Paris is a movable feast. Write hard and clear about what hurts. An intelligent man is sometimes forced to be drunk to spend time with his fools. I am always in love. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. How did you go bankrupt? 2 ways. Gradually, then suddenly. Why, darling, I don't live at all when I'm not with you. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with that there is. No one you love is ever truly lost. I may not be as strong as I think, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. I'm not unfaithful, darling. I've plenty of faults, but I'm very faithful. You'll be sick of me, I'll be so faithful. He would lie in the bed and finally, with daylight, he would go to sleep. After all, he said to himself, it is probably only insomnia. Many must have it. I loved you when I saw you today, and I loved you always, but I never saw you before. The real reason for not committing suicide is because you always know how swell life gets again after the hell is over. Most people were heartless about turtles because a turtle's heart will beat for hours after it has been cut up and butchered. But the old man thought, I have such a heart too. It's silly not to hope. It's a sin, he thought. We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. Going to another country doesn't make any difference. I've tried all that. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. There's nothing to that. The thing is to become a master and in your old age to acquire the courage to do what children did when they knew nothing. Everyone behaves badly given the chance. You've such a lovely temperature. We're stronger in the places that we've been broken. We are all broken, that's how the light gets in. Do you suffer when you write? I don't at all. Suffer like a bastard when don't write, or just before, and feel empty and fucked out afterwards, but never feel as good as while writing. If a writer stops observing he is finished, experience is communicated by small details intimately observed. A writer should write what he has to say and not speak it. This is a good place, he said. There's a lot of liquor, I agreed. Wine is a grand thing, I said. It makes you forget all the bad.